Good afternoon. It is 2:13 p.m. on January 18th, 2024. I have to glance real quick at the mixer to make sure my audio is doing right. What you're looking at on the screen is a project that I was asked to do for someone, and it involves taking an or a, however you want to look at it, video track that is. So the bottom track right here is the same as the top track with one big major difference. This is one continue audio track number 2, which is right here, is one continually long track. It's an hour and 9 minutes long. Actually, it's 1 hour, 8 minutes, 55 seconds. Rounded up, an hour, 9 minutes. This particular person wants it broken into individual tracks. Now, I have been experimenting this morning or this afternoon. I can get up till 12:45, and as you can see, initially I did it as an MOV. This person wants it in a WAV file. I do have the capabilities of doing that. I'll demonstrate that later. This may be a very lengthy upload, and then I may just speed it up and whatnot and everything else. So let me show you what I've determined to get to here so far. Now, another caveat to this is I have all 5 screens being used right now. I'm using OBS to record. I'm using Zoom for the background of the picture you see in the upper right hand corner. I'm using, obviously, DaVinci right here. The file where it's going, so when it goes, I make sure. And I have the finished product for OBS running as well. So let's continue. So I want to show you how this is being done. It's not as bad as it looks, honestly. Um, I can blow these tracks up as big or as little as I need, and just for purposes of demonstration, we'll make them about the same size. So this is audio. This is video. The video is needed so I can render out the audio without the video. I haven't figured out any other way to do it, and it's just really convoluted. But it is what it is. I only want to work with this track right here, though. I don't want to work with this track, so I'm going to select this track right here. And then I'm going to bring the timeline down. I can make the timeline as big as I want or as little as I want. Now I'm going to make it about right here. I'm going to bring my playhead over to here. And then I don't remember if I started another one or not. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 songs started. And I've been told there are about 63 songs involved in this. So I don't know if Mrs. K just showed up in there or not. Yep, it didn't. Okay, so that's good. So you can see all these changes I've made. I've added a little over, looks like about 2 minutes already. No big deal. Let's go back to where we were at. That'll go there. That'll go there. About a minute. About a minute 12. Then this takes us back to here. So now I have to determine the natural break of the song. And this is where the fun really comes in. The only way I know to do that is to play the song, because I've gotten lucky on my guesses so far. I'm gonna pause the video primarily so that I don't get any copyright notifications or violations, and then I will continue in a minute. In the name of Jesus Christ.
the trumpets to pray. They bid a layman on the way. He asked for alms and held out his palms, and this is what Peter did say. Silver and gold have I none, but such a...
Right, so I got to do some editing on this because I accidentally started recording it. I may let that go. I don't know. So I want to expand this a little bit more. I don't need this bottom track anymore. I just wanted to show the bottom track is one continuous, and then I'm going to break it up. So I'm actually going to unmute it. I'm going to go to the bottom track and I'm going to delete it. I do not need it any longer. So I found what I believe to be the next natural break. I'm going to put the cut in. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to drag it over to here. And we'll move that right there. Then I'm going to drag it right there. This is nothing. All this is it says song 1. I can put a dot in there and it'll accomplish the same thing. So now I've got to go find the next natural break, which looks to be probably right over here, believe it or not. All right, so I'm going to put a marker where I think that break is going to be, which I think it's going to be right there. So I just put the marker up there so that you could see this is where I think it's at. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back. Well, needless to say, I was way wrong. Next song actually ends right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to drag my marker so I can do this. That makes me wonder about the next one. So I'm going to pause this until I get Okay, as you can see, it is finishing up. It's on movie 57 of 58. There's 57 started. And this is 23 minutes long right now, and I still got to add things to it. So it's probably going to be about a half hour. I don't know if I can reduce it or not. I will do my best to cut this down. Of course, if you're watching this, you'll know if it's cut down or not. There's number 58. That took 3:05. Took 9 minutes. Took 9 minutes to render all that out, and there's absolutely nothing there but music and a little blurb of a word so that I could render it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize DaVinci because I'm done in that for now. And I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to open a program now called Shutter Encoder. And I'm going to convert all of these into WAV files. So we're going to open Shutter Encoder. It's going to open on another screen. It always does. Matters not what I do. So this is Shutter Encoder. This is a nifty little thing I found years ago to help me convert files. I've already experimented with this. I know it works. It might be restricted on the size, but we're going to find out. We're going to mark this one, shift, mark that one, and we're just going to drag these over and put them in here. And there they are. Now, we're going to choose a function. He wants a wave file. And then it's going to want to know where you want to put them. I always put them right back to where I get them from. So we're going to do that. Primarily because I haven't figured out how to change where they go, but that's neither here nor there. So we're good. Got them all selected. We want it to be a wave. Start the function. And you will start to see the wave files pop up. Clearly, there's no rhyme or reason. As long as I get all 58, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And it's not going to take all that long. This is a pretty quick little program. I really like it. I use it all the time. It's free. I found it on the internet after some searching. And it's done. You heard the ringing of the bell, and it's done. So if we were to scroll through here, we'll see we have 58 of them. So that's cool. That is done. I'm done. I'll send this to the customer and be, hopefully, fingers crossed that it'll be good. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank everyone for watching the premiere of Mrs. K and Mr. and Mrs. K this morning. And be sure to join in tonight for Kenstock Live at 9 o'clock with the Zoom homies. And maybe Mrs. K will join us and translate into Tagalog. Yeah, maybe. Thank you. Have a great night. I'm pushing the button now.